What's up, man? What's up, brother? The master has arrived. Dave Chappelle has agreed to let me open for him. And in classic Dave Chappelle form, he said, yeah, next week, Wednesday, I got a show. So I got 7 days to prepare to do stand-up for the first time. I love the fear confront, man. When we reached out, I was thinking 6 weeks from now, you know.
Hell no.
12 weeks from now, Dave was like, cool, next week.
Yo, you call your brother, I come running, man. You know what it is, man. I appreciate that.
Love, man. Appreciate you, man. So I just wanted to sit with you and get some pointers and some ideas. I've never done stand-up. Like, I've never used my life to create material to try to make people laugh.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll run down a checklist.
Yep.
All right, and I don't know who's directing it, but you might want to put these things on the lower third.
Ooh, on the lower third?
Yeah.
Put it
somewhere
right
around here. There should be
some
words, okay.
See, that's why you come to a master right there.
Yeah, you know, I know the lingo. The first thing I'll tell you is confidence is key. The reason you should be confident is primarily because you're Will Smith. Like, it's not gonna go bad. No. Because I've been watching you for years. You're actually a funny dude. I've spoken to you before. You're a great conversationalist. Because what else do you really need? All you need to do is pick the right to talk about.
Yeah.
So then number 2, pick the right to talk about. And the best advice I got ever doing comedy was from a comedian that was not particularly good, but the advice was very important to me. He said, you are one of these comedians that think you have to be funny all the time. And you don't. But you do have to be interesting all the time.
That's deep.
It works,
I like
man.
that.
Yeah,
you have to be interesting all the time.
So you just gotta look at it like you're conducting a conversation with no rebuttal.
Got it.
They're talking back with their laughter, or in many cases, in my cases, their disapproval. It's definite. You know, but especially someone of your stature, if they can feel you, they'll never forget you. They'll be like, okay, this is the greatest that's ever happened. And you can tell them about anything. The more embarrassing it is, the more relatable you are, because because everyone thinks you're perfect. Nobody's perfect, but it's fun to be self-aware in front of people, and then a lot of times they forgive themselves for something. Just hearing somebody work through something.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun.
I've had a lot of historical wins, so people are used to me doing things well. So when I do something that's not well, it's like it breaks an image. I want to be able to be free to fail. I think I've earned the right for gigantic public failure.
The beauty is in the attempt. The fact that you're trying to do it, you're enamored with it.
The other thing is if you set up what you're doing, like this is part of my bucket list. Things I've always wanted to do, things I've been afraid of. So I'm jumping out of a helicopter, I'm doing stand-up.
And I'm Kathy Griffin.
Yeah. And it's never been more dangerous.
Hello, Q-Tip.
Yo! What's up, boy? Yeah.
It's Will.
I got your shades on.
What's up, man?
Man, I ain't got no CeeLo dice, though.
I know, hey, listen, I was like, if that's tip, you got, trust me, we in Vegas, we gonna easily get 3 dice.
There you go.
This is CeeLo King.
Yo, them dice.
Don't let the smoke
Dice.
taste fool you.
Listen, they just
They'll
do.
take all your money.
They just let the dice do. They do what I want them to do. They do what I want them to do. 1, 2. Hold up, boom. Get the right angle. Bam, bam. Ooh, bam. Damn, that's hot. So yeah, we just back from Vegas. So it was good. It was a good trip. I'm feeling very excited. All right, can I be honest with y'all? I'm just testing the camera. This is my first. It's a new camera, so I really don't have nothing to say. I'm just testing the camera.
What's the difference between a wet raccoon and Donald J. Trump's hair? A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank. Involved, excuse me, my turn. You said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. And your father was never considered smart. He was never considered a good senator. He was only a good vice president because he understood how to kiss Barack Obama's ass. Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's the answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person. Don't be rude. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail. She's shocked that I picked her. No. She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do. She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute. I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
His visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? And would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump?
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
The stand-up is about exploring my life, having the opportunity to think about my life and think about my experiences in a way to craft them into jokes is a beautiful self-exploration. With me being the source of the material, I just need help mining my life and mining my experiences to be able to structure them into a routine. I got a sense of the type of stand-up I'll do. I think I'm a straight storyteller. It's not jokes for me as much as it's stories.
As a fan, I kind of wanted him to talk about stuff that I want to know, you know, like how he feels about his family's success and how his family is growing, how they're all superstars. Talk about some close things that people really haven't heard about on stage. So it's going to be really intimate. It's going to be a door opening into Will's life.
It's my morning walk. I usually take a morning walk around at the house. Jada turned the whole damn house into a set. See that? Look at all that. What the is that doing? What is she shooting on the roof? Y'all see that? That's my house. I have lost control of my house.
Tell us the real reason, the deeper reason for you as to why you are doing this.
You've known me for a really long time. You've known me for more than half of my life.
Absolutely.
You know how much fear I function under.
Absolutely.
The construction of the character of Will Smith was in order to not be scared. On the show, the way that I talked to women, the fun that I would have as a character talking to women was because of how freaking terrified I was my whole life to talk to women. What I've discovered is as I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear,
I feel more free.
What's up?
In my mind, there's a huge potential emotional tragedy in people going,
I'm getting nervous.
Are you?
We're getting close. Yeah, I'm actually getting nervous. I'm going to learn something about myself. One of the things I'm already clear about is I care too much what people think about me. Like there's something I have to earn from people, like addicted to adoration. Like I thought I had broken that. But as I can see, I still struggle with a little bit of a need for approval.
the nerves around being judged are huge for me. It's been a big part of the difficulty in experiencing the joy that I want to experience in this life. And even doing the stand-up, if it sucks, it sucks, but I'm not going to allow the fear of the disapproval of others to keep me from living the way I want.
The good news is, fear is good for comedy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the best.
I need that.
One of the best shows I ever seen, a guy that went on was terrified.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, no,
Good.
that's good.
So I'm lined up for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely lined up for that.
The other thing is you gotta remember, you're a big star.
Yep.
If you look anybody directly in the eyes, they might look away.
Wow.
That's the power of celebrity. And you're a good dude. You don't have to put on any airs. You just, whatever. You know, I mean, being a good dude in comedy, that's rare.
Yeah.
Comics and ass. You're gonna love it, man. Hello.
What's up, man? What's happening? Whoa, hey, that's very bright.
All right, paparazzi, I'll meet you at the next place.
I keep thinking in the wrong one.
We got Kitten guests.
Yeah. Man.
Sorry, I'm smoking in your car. Painfully addicted to nicotine. You know the hardest part for acting with me? Not looking in the camera.
Not looking
I can't even do the basics.
Do you have any comments about Kanye West running for president?
What?
Kanye West running for president.
I've heard nothing about this man.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't heard anything about this.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll get the right celebrity in office.
Yes. Can you, Will Smith, or you run for president?
You would vote for me if I ran?
I would.
All right,
yeah.
that's I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna take that under advisement.
Please.
And I'll be the vice president. That way, nothing bad will happen to Will.
Oh my gosh, that is wonderful.
A rock and a hard place.
I love you guys.
Be well.
We have to make a movie together.
That will be hilarious.
Hey man, what's my last minute pep talk?
You said something to me in Vegas that I've been thinking about since you said it, about confronting fear, like that's what your life's about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great way to live. But the thing that is so admirable about it is, even myself, I rarely step out of my comfort zone. Let me tell you, you know who makes me nervous when they're in the audience? Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get starstruck, man. Something about when I see him in an audience.
Really?
It makes me feel bad about myself. Because I know he's better than me. Even though he don't do it anymore, I'm like, you're naturally more gifted.
Eddie's hilarious, man. The Godfather.
Yeah, he's a wild dude.
Growing up with Eddie Murphy, I was from the Eddie Murphy generation, and it was just a superpower. It was magic to be able to stand on stage and make people feel like that.
Even though it's 1982, it's still a risky business to be the first black president. You have to give speeches like this. My fellow Americans.
Eddie Murphy was the singular image of what a young black man could become. And he didn't compromise his blackness. It's like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it like that.
He for sure never compromised his plan. It's one of the things that I really respect about Eddie Murphy is he hasn't been doing stand-up comedy since in the 80s, but he's still relevant to a point where wherever his name is mentioned, people give him so much respect. He is really an iconic figure. An iconic figure that is greatly respected in the black community, is greatly respected um, in the movie and comedy sphere. You know, there was something that Will Smith really said that really resonated with me. He said once when he's comfortable, he stops growing. And that is so true. You know, why do we see innovations, a lot of innovations in the world? We do see a lot of innovations in the world because the innovators are not comfortable. Just take for example, right? When the old first typewriter came out, where people were typing using the typewriter. Just imagine back then, there were no computers back then. And the innovators, or the people that invented the typewriter, decided to be comfortable. And here we have achieved the typewriter. So that is all about innovations. That is all about civilization. Just imagine where we will be today. So, um, being comfortable in life is a really it's a really bad thing, especially when it comes to innovation. You know, so the innovators of typewriter, they were like, yes, we have innovated typewriter, but now we need to take it further. So they became uncomfortable and started doing their research and researching and research until they came up with keyboards. And then from keyboard now, they move into from keyboard now they move into what we call um, they move into what we call computers. From keyboard, then they move into computers. So this really shows you how innovation is um, slowly improving, you know, and not just improving, but it's slowly moving towards the right path and towards the right channel. And we need to feel comfortable so as to achieve, so as to unlock the things that we are meant to achieve. Because if we are comfortable, we won't be able to unlock the things that we're able to achieve. And Will Smith also said something that I really resonate with. He says, "Once as I overcome fear, that is how I gain freedom." Which means that freedom is achieved or freedom is attained from you overcoming the challenges that surrounds you. As you overcome such challenges, then you can gain the freedom. As you overcome that fear, that is how you're able to attain or gain the freedom that you need in your life, and not just in your life, that you need to um, to move forward. Because in life we have to move forward, and we can only move forward by overcoming the fear and challenges that holds us, or that is holding us back. If we don't overcome that fear and that challenge, we won't be able to achieve that goal. And it is a it is a great thing to be able to see the challenges that lies within and be able to overcome it, because there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of hurdles, there are a lot of undulations that we tend to experience as time goes on, but our ability to see those our abilities to see those challenges, it's something that is very, very crucial, and it is something that will um, really help us grow and really help us improve. You know, take for example, you want to build something, you want to create something. One of the things that is stopping you from doing that thing, from creating that thing, is fear. Where does the fear come from? The fear of not being able to achieve that thing, the fear of not being able to complete that thing, you know, just the fear in general. Just the fear in general of not being able to reach the goals or attain the goals that you've envisioned or that you've planned or that you see yourself in future achieving or attaining. So you shouldn't let fear hold you back or let fear slow you down. Know that you can achieve whatsoever you lay your hands on or you put your mind into in achieving, and also notice that the sky is your limit. you know the first thing, let's do a recap before I end this video. The first thing first is to identify the fear that you have. There are different areas in our lives that we have fear in, and one of the main things to identify that area that we have fear in. One, two is to work on it. Three is to find a way to um, be free from it. And one way to be free from it is to see that the fear is just part of your growth process. It's not something that is there to pull you down. It's just part of growth process overall. It's not there to put you down. It's not there to slow you down. It's just part of your overall growth process. And three, one of the ways to overcome such fear is to do the things that you're scared of doing. You know, the only way you can overcome a fear of doing something is to do that thing. Because if you don't do that thing, you won't be able to overcome the fear of doing that thing. So one way to overcome that fear is to do the thing that you're scared of doing. Doing the thing that you're scared of doing will really greatly help you overcome the fear of the thing that you're scared of. So, doing that thing is greatly doing that thing is greatly doing that thing is greatly important. Doing that thing is greatly important. That is how you gain freedom. By doing the things that is that you find difficult to do. So one way to gain freedom is by doing the things that you're scared of. It's one of the major ways to attain freedom, because if you don't do the things that you're scared of, you will always be thinking that you won't be able to do or achieve those things, and at the end of the day, you will find yourself not being able to achieve those things or to do those things. I hope that greatly helped. Thank you.